Hello internet! I'm back again with now the third video on my channel. Today I decided, since we're all back to school, well, most of us in South Africa are now back to school, I decided why not do a video on how to study, because most of us are now getting into school and we're going to be writing tests very soon. So I decided why not do a step-by-step how to study. Now these are just things that I do personally for myself, because they work for me. Not all study patterns work for everyone, but this is more for generalized things, so this can relate to anybody and everybody. So please, if you want to see more of this, keep watching. Okay, so number one on our list is to clear your surroundings. Now I think this is one of the most important notes, for the very reason because you could have a lot happening around you, and generally when you have a lot happening around you, you can't easily concentrate. So things like your desk area, your bed, even your mind, this is like all you clear. Make way for knowledge. That's it. Then secondly, what I want to talk about is get rid of distractions. Now distractions could be things like your cell phone, your laptop, your iPods, iPads and tablets. Get rid of them. But if you use like your phone to listen to music and stuff like that, then I guess it's fine. But obviously, like, put it on silent so you don't get any of your messages. But yeah, get rid of all the things that you know that are going to distract you, because it's very important that you stay concentrated and focused when you study. Thirdly, get all the things that you need together. Now this are things like workbooks, all your workbooks, right? Your pens and pencils, even snacks and things that you want to drink in between, and also including music, so meaning your phone. So all the things that you're gonna need, get them together and make sure that you're not missing anything. Then fourthly, sit down and get started. Now take your time, breathe in, like, you know, do like a whole meditation kind of thing, where, well, this I do personally for myself. It's I get seated at my workplace, and I close my eyes and I take deep breaths in and out, and I start focusing on what I'm going to be doing. For that matter, it could be maths, it could be biology, it could be physical sciences, accounting, English, whatever. So, and this applies for all subjects, irrespective. So, like, you know, it's best to start off on a clean, set mind. So take at least 5 minutes just to sit and focus and breathe and gather your thoughts together and set yourself the whole mindset. Set your mindset to the standard that you know you're going to be working, you're going to be learning new things. You must be able to understand what you're learning, because once you read something that you understand, you'll never forget it. That is one thing that I learned in life that helps me so much. When you read for understanding, you never forget. So, and also another thing I do is start well in advance with studying. When it comes to like tests and things like that, I start a whole 2 days, 3 days early, so that I can cover as many things as I can. With that, I make like a lot of little bits of notes and things like that, so that it helps me when it comes to studying. So I can even like give it to either my mom or my brother, and they can like test me on these cards, because it has the question and answer, and it can be turned into a game basically. So do that. So start well in advance so you can do something like that for yourself to help you with your studying. Fifthly, revise. Now it's no use you having sat at your desk for 5 hours studying straight, and you learned this whole lot of information, and the next day you come back and you remember nothing. No good. Because believe me, you're going to be stressing that night before, and it's like, oh my goodness, I know nothing. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So revise. Constantly revise. Now how you're going to do this is like make little flashcards again and test yourself. Continuously make this into a game with you and your friends. Test yourself on how well you know the work, and you know, continuously swap and change them, and you know, always have this like an in and out game between you guys, and like keep score of who's done better, and then learn from your mistakes. This is one way of doing it. Then another thing is stick little notes on your wall. That way you always, in your room, you're always looking at the walls. So have little notes stuck around so that you can see what's happening, and that way you constantly reminding your brain, hey, I've learned this, and hey, this word meant something, or you know, for that matter, it could be anything. So like, you know, make notes. Of course, just to conclude this whole video, make sure that you don't over exhaust yourself, in the sense that you sit a whole 5 to 6 hours studying and you don't give yourself a break. That is wrong. You are not going to get any knowledge stuck in your head if you're going to carry on like that for 5 hours. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience, and many of my friends also have told me about, well, some of my friends who have done this kind of method have told me, don't do it, you are going to suffer. So do not do that. Give yourselves breaks. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break in between. Now it depends on your attention span. Like for me, I can go at least a whole 1 hour to 1.5 hours long. 2 hours, that's when I'm pushing it. But after 2 hours, I give myself a little bit of a break. That could be a breather. For me, it's usually going onto my phone and watching a YouTube video. Right? Give yourself, like, say for instance you've been studying for 2 hours straight. Give yourself about half an hour break to an hour. You know, don't push it. You always have yourself a set target, so that way you don't abuse the amount of time that you have. And make sure it's something that's not work related. Even if it means you going outside and taking a walk, do that. Because believe me, it's gonna help you so much more. Your brain power and your brain power will increase like you'll never believe. The things will end up sticking in your brain and you won't even know how. So always keep doing that. Refresh your memory constantly, and keep yourself awake. It's no good you study when you're tired, because believe me, you're not getting any information in there. So make sure you study when you are wide awake. If you're a night owl, then by all means push it. Go through the whole night, but remember to at least get enough sleep. Because if you don't get enough sleep, believe me, when you're writing that test or that exam the next day, you're not even going to make it halfway. You're going to end up sleeping, and then you're either going to end up sleeping, or you're going to get frustrated when you see something that you can't remember, and you're just going to have a freak out. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. With that, I will love and leave you, and have a lovely, lovely day. Bye-bye.